review weren't necessarily written, and I like it.
Because we don't write. You just turn on the camera, we're like, just go! Come on, it's like the cat video, it's just so cute and go,
But yeah,
it
actually happened one time.
but yeah, much like Orlando, this is a dream of mine, and I'm really grateful to Rob and Doug for allowing me to use this as an outlet to pursue it all. I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much.
That was beautiful, man. All right, Rachel.
I sure went first. They pay me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
We don't pay.
I really like that you guys don't. I don't get typecasted as like just girl. A lot of time. Okay, let me hear it.
That we put you in a lot of silly costumes.
I get that. I mean, and I like that because a lot of times.
That's Malcolm's role.
Yeah, Malcolm wears more dresses than I do, and I am so happy. And I get more weapons than he does. It's the best. But usually for a lot of other acting stuff, it's the only girl you get typecasted as like the princess or all these retarded things that I don't really want to do. I mean, every once in a while, but I get to do really badass stuff, and I really like. There's the weapons wall at Channel Awesome, and to be able to.
In case the NSA is listening, they're all props.
Yeah. Disclaimer. But one of my favorite things is when they're like, just go pick your own weapon. Can you just go back and grab a sword?
Surprise us.
Yeah, like who gets to do that? So I really like doing that. I don't, play dumb blonde or like princess. I get to play cool stuff. So. And you change my life, and you make my dreams come true. Yeah.
Oh, you better top that.
Oh, wow, jeez. All right. Well, no, I've been working with the company kind of like in some capacity for, I don't know, about the last 5 years or whatever. And initially, I think I shot some behind-the-scenes stuff of the Brawl. And that was the first time really working with Doug and Rob, and I was kind of blown away at their professionalism and how well, I know, no, but it really shocked me, like, I had met, Doug a few times kind of here and there and had a conversation with him before that, but just the way he was able to maintain on such a tight schedule, and we were doing so much, and coordinating that many actors at once and stuff, it kind of blew me away. And I could immediately tell that these guys were like serious about doing this. This is something they really wanted to do, and so that gives you kind of like a sense of, you're just kind of relaxed and you're like, oh yeah, all right, now I'm in a place where these people take this seriously, and it's a very welcoming environment. And then just being able to do, I've been able to do a little bit more and more kind of over the years, and hopefully prove myself a little bit each time and stuff. So.
You turned Doug into a Megazord. How could you not? In 2 days.
Well, actually, though, I get a lot of help. But I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but Rob and Doug's father, Barney, actually has been. He's been helping me quite a bit with building sets and props and stuff like that. So it's a partnership we've got going on. So, but it's just been. I worked for 10 years as a mechanical engineer, and it was a pretty boring job. And to be able to do this kind of stuff is awesome. I mean, it's amazing. I pinch myself every day when I wake up, and this is what I get to do. So, thanks, guys.
You, Rob. Okay, well, what do I like about working with me? Well,
next question.
I'm a great listener. I never interrupt myself. How come my mom is the one who laughed loud? This just got sad. Jim, why don't you pick the next one?
You know what? I think there's a girl with a purple kitty cat back there. I know I've been trying all day.
I think it's a pony. Oh, it is a cat. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Sailor Moon. That is Luna from Sailor Moon.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Sailor Moon's freaking awesome.
The intro anime.
That's crazy talk.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to do in the future for any reviews that you may or may not have the skills right now, but if you could, I'm rambling. Just, do you know what I'm talking about?
Every single storyline thing I always want to do, I always like there's no way in hell I'm going to do the budget for this and make it actually look convincing, and then I do it anyway.
No, actually, there's a lot of truth to that. It's one of those things where it's like you just imagine, okay, we'll try to get this shot. Well, how am I going to do that? Well, and again, I mean, that's very true. Having Jim and my dad, just put these props together and these sets and everything. I mean, it is like, oh, and having that giant green screen room. It's like, well, we can get angles and we can get different shots and we can make stuff. And of course, it's going to look, sort of Mystery Science Theater-ish, but that's part of the fun too. Is that it's enough to draw you in and laugh at the creativity of it. So honestly, I can't think of anything that's like, no, we can't do that, or this will just take a longer amount of time. There's a few other projects I'm working on that'll take a longer amount of time. But yeah, for the most part, I can't think of anything that's like, can't do it. It's, if you can make it funny, it can exist.
I always wanted to do a drama about a woman who has 2 children, and she has to decide which one lives and which one dies. But Doug said that wasn't funny enough, so we're gonna add like a flying rhinoceros.
No, I said it was too funny.
Mrs. Walker, what do you
I
think?
think the special effects stuff can be a little intimidating to me sometimes, but I usually, for better or worse, work my way around it. Some of my early stuff is cringeworthy, but I think, I've matured with using the effects and green screen and such. But usually, the intimidating thing for me would be guest stars, asking a person, you want to do a cameo for my show? Not sure if they're going to turn me down or not.
No, I will never cameo in your show.
Thank you. I'm going to thank you because the one you just did with the cybermites, that got on my TV tropes page.
Awesome.
So.
Orlando wants to make the
Hey, James. The one with the white sword in the far back.
First off, I would just like to compliment the critic. He has a hell of a right hook.
I punched you earlier, didn't I? Sorry. You know that, but go ahead.
Okay, so here's an obscure question for all of you. Out of all the movies, comic books, or video games that you guys are aware of, what would be your favorite weapon of mass destruction, and what would you use it on?
I am going to go with the Genesis device from Star Trek 2.
Genesis!
Because what creates life? Exactly. It destroys and it creates. So you got something new to start out with. It's like the reset button.
I'm still in thought.
I'm probably getting the character's name wrong. Final Fantasy VIII Bahamut. There's the big. Was it the one? He was the one who did the big giant laser from space. Yeah, that was pretty epic, and it often did not kill my enemies, so it seemed like kind of a waste of time and power. But that was Final Fantasy VIII for you. Yeah, we'll get back to him.
Obviously, Mega Maid.
Suck.
Okay, people in the next room are gonna be like, what are they doing in that battle? I want in on that battle.
Hi, Robin Duck's parents.
Welcome to the That Guy with the Glasses Q&A 18+ panel.
I'm gonna go with History Eraser Button from Ren and Stimpy.
Yes!
The jolly candy-like button.
Probably Sephiroth's Supernova from Final Fantasy VII. If any of you are familiar with that.
Good one.
Yeah.
Do I choose one?
Yes.
A weapon of mass destruction? That's the question.
Yeah, your favorite weapon of mass destruction from any movie, or if it's real, make one up.
Make one up. Okay. We're gonna have come back to me.
Random tornado generator from Man of Steel.
Random tornado generated from Man of Steel.
Sharknado.
Just prop up anywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, what Rob said.
Orlando, you ready yet?
I think the nude bomb from Get Smart.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate equalizer.
Did you say Sharknado?
Sharknado?
Oh, that's very different. I have a friend who's doing a B movie in LA called Sharknado.
I've seen clips from that. Looks good. Yes, I said Sharknado.
You did, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a tornado made of sharks.
That's awesome.
That sounds awesome.
Now that had eaten vodka, that would have been awesome.
It's like, how do you make a tornado more dangerous? Boom, put in shocks.
I'm just gonna go random because I have no idea what weapon to choose. I was thinking from lightsabers to samurai swords to even the Destructo disc from Krillin in Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna go random and talk about a weapon that no one's ever heard of unless you know the Chinese martial arts, the 9-dragon trident.
Yes!
Yes! It is a 9-foot trident with swingy thingies, and it's like the most ridiculous weapon I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Look it up. It's ridiculous.
Just add the word NATO after that, and we'll be good.
It is the only weapon that's coming to my mind.
I also
It's the
forgot.
silliest weapon, so there you go.
What about Malachi's hand?
He's got it, you know, probably sold it to a few markets.
It's a power glove. And I forgot, Shinji from Evangelion. Just that.
Next TMZ. Channel Lawson plans weapons of mass destruction.
Come on, do the next team.
You got him.
Next on TMZ!
You got it. Next on TMZ. Next on TMZ. Did you? Okay, Brian, choose the next one.
Okay, put your hand down. Okay, the hillbilly dad from Demo Reel.
How was it working with that super awesome family in Demo Reel?
They were creepy. I mean, there was like Children of the Corn crossed with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was bad.
There was that one that looked like Mrs. Incredible, and then that other one that just looked like he was melting in reverse. It was not fun.
I'm going to ask these two to stand up in front of us so they can get a round of applause. Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up. This is what you get. And loud as you can we get a yippee from you? This is what you wanted. You wanted the attention. You got the attention. Yippee! All right.
Now never speak to them again.
This lovely woman was also the greatest. I might be wrong here. You were the greatest enemy in Suburban Nights. You were the mom who was the pissed.
You brought that playground to a halt.
Get off now! I, for one, completely believe in Santa Claus.
So do I.
Sega Genesis for all. I want some pancakes.
Is that Ty from Digimon in the back? We're gonna go with that.
You're gonna have to come up or talk louder. It's your choice.
Okay, then, if you ever do like a movie that you thought you were gonna have a whole lot of fun with it, but then when you saw it in the final product, you thought this really isn't good. It just isn't.
Master of Disguise was just really bad.
That one was tough.
That hurt.
The
Junior hurt too.
Yeah, no, Junior was the one where it's like, well, like we didn't watch or have much of an idea, but it's like, it's gotta be funny. Schwarzenegger pregnant, and it was so boring. Like, how can you make a movie where Arnold
Schwarzenegger has a baby and make it boring?
What was that?
What I meant to say was, have you ever did a movie where you thought, man, this is gonna be so easy, we can make fun of it, and
You ever watch a movie and then you find out you didn't have much to work with when you're doing
Yeah,
it?
no, Junior is the one. Junior. We really thought we could have a lot of material, and it was
we
just
thought
like,
it was going to be a cakewalk, and instead,
okay, then thanks for that.
Rob, you pick the next one.
Where's the box? I want to know what's in that box. Raise that box.
You don't want to know what's in the box?
The box.
What's in the box?
If it's a human arm, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Disappointed if it's not a human arm.
It's gonna be solid snake.
Check to see if it's ticking.
Careful though. It's a lot of air gate, basically.
It's porn!
You
That's Italia. That's like nationalism porn. Okay, we got Yowie.
Yeah, I mean, this is World War II anime you may go now.
Okay, my question for you, thank you very much, but my question for you was, what genre do you like the most, and what genre do you like that you thought that people wouldn't normally think you would like? Like movie genres, book genres, subgenres, anything.
I love
This is going the right way.
I like fantasy and Lord of the Rings and swords a lot.
Oh, she and I actually geek out all the time.
Totally.
But it's funny because like any other movie reference, like any of the reviews, any of the references goes right over her head. She's not a big movie person, but if you bring up J.R.R. Tolkien, she's like, page 3 of The Hobbit. This is the entire listing of the dialogue. It's like she knows everything.
Oh no, like the first time it happened, I was just like, yeah, well, that's just as bad as like Morgoth. And then you were just like, oh yeah, no, totally. I'm like, you don't know what I'm talking about. He's like, oh yeah, Morgoth, the original Dark Lord, Sauron's boss. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I never know. The irony is that Malcolm doesn't know much about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. He knows all the other movie references, but not Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so I'm usually the one in the corner who
How is
doesn't
that
really know.
ironic? How is that ironic? Did the brothers know about Lord of the Rings?
What?
Yes!
Because he knows all the other movie references, cracker.
Half of me. Half of me knows.
No, in terms of like a genre that like people are shocked that I like or whatever, I'm trying to. The only thing I can think of is that when a romance is done well, I really like it, but I so rarely see it done well. So that's about. So I don't seek out romances because it's very rare, but when they're nice, I think they're nice. So.
My favorite genre is sci-fi, and my genre that no one expects me to like is shows about children's trading cards.
I like comedies and genre that you wouldn't expect me to like. One of my favorite comics last year was The New Crusaders, which was a child-oriented comic book. Yeah, New Crusaders was one of the best stories I read last year, and that's from Archie's new superhero line, so that's meant for a younger audience, but I thought it was great.
Actually, it's funny. I find the movies that I've loved the most in the past 3 years are all kids' films. How to Train Your Dragon, Paranorman, Wreck-It Ralph, Coraline, all these. The list could go on and on. And when I think about films, that was like the best thing I saw all year. It's almost always a kids' film now. It's like I don't know if the kids' films are just getting that good, or if I'm just getting younger at heart as I get older and realize my end is inevitable. As I face the void and the darkness, sad, alone, and afraid, maybe I just turn to
Rob, lighten up.
Give the mic to Malcolm.
I'm just.
Give me those. See, when it comes to picking a favorite genre, that's kind of hard to do because I enjoy so many different kinds of movies. But if it comes down to what I can pop in at any given time, at any time of the day, I'd have to say like martial arts films. I just love them, love them, love them. But the one genre that people tend to be surprised that I like, similar to Rob, would be animated like children's films. I find them very good. They're well animated, they're well told, they've got great voice acting.
They're more adults sometimes than so-called adult movies.
Right, and they're smarter and good. So
Now that's Jim.
I really like westerns. It's probably one of my favorite genres if it's done well. I'm kind of in the same boat, I guess, with Doug. I mean, like when a romantic film is actually done well, I really enjoy those too.
Let's see. I'll pick some. I haven't picked someone yet. I'm sorry.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
It's only here one day.
I thought you were still thinking of the WND. Sorry.
No, my favorite type of genre in terms of movies, it can vary from martial arts to comedy to action. Really don't have a specific type of genre that I like in terms of favoritism. It's just different varieties. As long as it's well done, as long as it's as long as the idea is there, I would appreciate it. But are we now, in terms of genres that nobody would expect, is that in terms of just movies, or could that just be a variety?
I think anything.
In the music sense, I'm a huge fan of fantasy metal.
I've heard some of that. It's pretty awesome.
So from like Dragon Force to Nightwish to Camelot, I'm a huge fan.
If there's a person in this room who doesn't like Nightwish, get out.
I'm a diehard fan and I love it. I love it. I listen to it almost every Friday.
Okay, let's see.
Now, is that more gay porn?
No, external hard drive.
Okay. On which to store the gay porn.
No, that's my customer.
Let's see. Let's do the person holding the neighbor Totoro there.
Yay. Hey, if we were to sign into your YouTube accounts, what would we find there? I mean, who do you like to watch on YouTube?
Oh,
a lot of college humor.
Just porn, lots of porn.
Sure.
I was telling you guys about this when Nash was in. One of my favorite shows on YouTube is by the guys who did Chad Vader, called Welcome to the Basement, in which the guy who does the voice of Chad Vader and the guy played. You okay there, buddy?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
It's the onion.
Just sit down. They take a movie that he's never seen before. They sit down, watch, and then to talk about it. And it's just fascinating to watch these guys making jokes and then talking about what they liked and didn't like. So, Welcome to the Basement on YouTube is one of my favorite shows.
A lot of abridged series. I only just recently discovered Pokemon Bridged. And that has led me to Purple Eyes, WTF, and now I've watched One Piece and Code Geass. That's weird. But I love it.
What's the question again? I'm so sorry. My favorite YouTube show? Yeah, a lot of college humor. I like the How It Should Have Ended. I like the Red versus Blue. I think is very good. But what else? Oh, what is this? I found this one. I think this is a newer one. It's like, I want to say it's called Animation Domination or High Def or something like that. They did that in this. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it, but they do some good stuff. Yeah, those are the ones that are really coming to my mind right there. Yeah, ADD. Oh yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I like you too.
Yeah, all of that, college humor, Funny or Die. What the hell else do I watch? I don't know, just a whole bunch of random things. I don't stick to any one thing in particular, so. And honest movie trailers. I think that's one of the that's been some of the funniest stuff I've seen in a while, so.
Yeah, a lot of abridged series, like from Team 4-Star. And let's see, what else? There's a lot of voice acting videos out there. I like to see, who's out there, who's doing what and whatnot. And yeah, college humor, The Onion. Yeah, that YouTube cat videos.
Who doesn't like watching cute videos?
Yeah, everything that you guys are saying. Also, I like to look up a lot of music on YouTube. But I recently watched like every Key and Peele episode. They're watching Key and Peele. They're so good. So yeah, that.
Oh, and of course, Rachel Rambles.
Yeah. I don't really have anything specific. I think I kind of just whatever kind of strikes my fancy. I think the only thing recently, like Adam Savage, Man Cave or whatever, I watch a lot of that or whatever. Watch him build like anything, like any tutorial that has like some kind of construction or building or something like that.
Actually, the one thing we did just show Malcolm and Rachel they have never seen before is that He-Man video with what's going on in the Cyber Circus. And we've all been humming it for weeks. What's going on? Yeah, every time it's out of our head, I put it back in. Okay, Rob, you pick one. God, I'm sorry. Go, Lando. Why don't we start with you?
I don't know why. Okay. But YouTube video, pretty much anything and everything, but I'll watch music. I'll even watch massage videos if I'm like need to relax. I swear, I'll watch them. I'll watch them. I'm like, well, I can't. Well, you know, yeah. That's what YouTube shows all the time.
You know who I watch to relax? Dr. Ashens.
Yeah.
There is something about his voice that is very soothing.
Interesting. I think I will listen to that during my alone times.
He reviews electronic tat.
He reviews like everything.
And toys sometimes too.
Dr.
Ashens. He's technically a part of the site. Technically. Look at thumbs.
Burns!
I knew the brain would give me a question. I'm going to break the rules too. I'm going to do the whole walk up the red carpet thing.
Yeah, as long as you don't propose.
Just don't cross this line.
He's on one knee.
I propose to everybody. We're going to go into one of those marriages. Yeah, what I'm saying is you're all amazing people. You've changed the viewpoints of a lot of people, me included, and it's great for it. Now that I'm done with the red carpet, I'm going to ask 2 questions. The first question is, how does it feel? I can stand up. How does it feel coming to a convention where a lot of you are from different parts of the country and you can all get together like this?
Just one, really.
He's from Minnesota, which is a totally different country. But.
Yeah, everyone else here is from Illinois. I'm the only one out of towner.
You ain't the only one.
Windy City, baby. I technically am now an out-of-towner myself.
Well, yeah.
Keep in mind, I did leave the great land of Chicago.
Yeah, but you don't count because Doug keeps ignoring you. We love you.
Ignore me?
I love you.
You mean I can sleep at night now?
Be careful.
That's true. He can't kick my ass, so do all the talking you want.
Alright, the second question is, man.
Yes, you can blend that.
Can Rachel, Rob, Doug, and Lewis, after the panel, stand still for 10 seconds on camera? Yeah, they did it already. I need to go full on for everybody.
Just like stand still for 10 seconds?
It's for a joke someone asked me to get filmed for.
Okay.
For $50, I'll do anything.
Not
as long as it's legal.
I know I've been out of the state for about a couple of years, but isn't it still illegal out here?
So Malcolm, pick the next one.
Let's see. The ponies. I see you waving them all the time.
Oh, it's a hat! I see like a human head under just like Man, what did you eat?
Oh no, Spencer. Yeah. He has a plan.
Ask your question, scary one.
This is for all of you. What is like? It can be like modern or classic. What is either your favorite classic cartoon or anime?
The original Mobile Suit Gundam.
The classic, like cartoon you said, just
either cartoon or anime.
Ninja Turtles. And you know, honestly, I like the new version of Ninja Turtles on Nickelodeon. I love it. Because unlike, okay, I like the old version, but the old version, they were called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they acted like adults. Yeah. They had adult look, they had adult attitudes. This new one, they act like teenagers. You have different character developments. Raphael's a hothead. Michelangelo's even dumber than ever. And Donatello is still nerdy, but just like, it's not that, you know, just and then you got Leonardo acting like the leader, and of course, if you saw the episode where he left and Raphael was leading, you could see that Leonardo really needs to be a part of it. So that, Splinter, Shredder, all that, it's just a really, I grew up with it, and I'm glad that it's still around to this day. So, blah, blah, blah.
Transformers.
The classics.
Back when it was good. And I'm not proud of this, but I actually trained myself to do the transforming sound effect from that cartoon. So man.
So back when it was good, you mean Beast Wars.
is when it stopped being good. After that, Beast Machines. It was. I liked Beast Wars. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Beast Machines.
Classic Transformers and Beast Wars, Beast Machine.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, what counts as classic? Screw it, Batman. I mean, I'll be very honest. If I'm not even done watching it, but the Avatar counted, yeah, I throw that in there.
Why not? It technically counts as an anime in the eyes of people.
Yeah.
Original or Legend of Korra?
Both. I love them both.
He hasn't seen Legend of Korra yet.
No spoilers!
He's going in order.
You should know what classic is. You're nostalgic.
Damn, I joke on that.
I don't know. Robotech, Mysterious I really liked Inspector Gadget just because I wanted that fucking computer book. And now that we have things like the computer book, I'm actually sorely disappointed because I can't do everything with it. I'm like, I can't break into a secret base with this tablet. What the hell? Penny could do this in a second. I can barely even access Amazon.com.
We have to up the security. We're being beaten by a 12-year-old. Hello.
Really, it's feline leukemia.
It's time.
Oh, let's see. I like a lot of the 90s Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Wacky races!
Like Johnny Bravo.
No, Johnny Bravo.
Yes, Samurai Jack.
Two stupid dogs. Two stupid dogs.
Two stupid dogs? Oh, that's nostalgia right there. You got some work to do.
Yeah, I have heard 90s cartoons. I liked Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Awesome show.
They were in hell, right?
Yeah. What was that?
They were in hell, right? Ed, Ed, and Eddie? That's the fan theory.
And I liked Hey Arnold a lot. And I recently watched it because I was on Netflix, like as an adult, and I realized that it's actually there's a lot of adult themes in it. It's actually really good. So watch it. What?
Stoop kid is afraid to leave his stoop.
Exactly. So and SpongeBob SquarePants.
I feel old. I'm like going to the 80s, and she's like, yeah, 90s. And I'm like, only 90s.
Time to get that walker there.
We're old, you and I.
I know, actually, I was going to say, I'm going to date myself, and I think Thunder the Barbarian, which is like, it's like 80, 81, and most people probably haven't heard of that. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see. Rob, did you pick someone or?
Pick someone again?
No, let's have another. Or Rachel. Yeah, Rachel.
Sure. Oh God, this is so hard. Sorry, I can't. It's my favorite joke.
Right here.
Yeah, right there.
Hi guys. Hi. This is the first time I've ever been to one of these conventions.
I'm sorry.
And
Do you need help? Should we escort you?
my restrooms that way. Big fan. And I have a question. You just told me you're critics, so I have a question for you. Do you prefer to listen to the anime with the subtitles in the original? For the
Now that really all depends. That really depends.
The question you were asking is subbed versus dubbed.
Okay, you go for it.
No, you go for it. You go ahead.
Okay. It's really tough. Generally speaking, I prefer the Japanese version better. There are some instances where I actually prefer the English dub. They're very few. Cowboy Bebop springs to mind. Johnny and Bosch will always be Vash the Stampede to me. I prefer the English dub of Trigun. That said, like, if I thought really hard, I could probably come up with a couple more that I prefer the English, but generally I prefer the Japanese. Full Metal Alchemist is always one of my go-tos where I'm just like, I love the original Japanese version so much better. I mean, they tried. There's an A for effort, but the amount of emotion, particularly coming out of the Japanese version, to me was way more potent. Some of that has to do with the way you basically have to rewrite the dialogue and get it to sync up. And in some cases, I mean, I am a big fan of the fan subs initially before they come out, because I watch fan subs myself, and then I use those as a way to gauge, you know, when this is released, you know, should I really look into this? So, and with Full Metal Alchemist, I enjoyed the fan subs way more than, you know, when it came out. They had used, what was it, equivalent trade, I think, in the original fan sub versus equivalent exchange, I think, in the official subtitle. So a lot of times I find the fan subs more interesting. I think they find a way to colloquialize it more to an English speaker if you're reading it, versus sometimes I'll just watch certain just regular subs and be like, this just feels stilted somehow. Like they're being so literal in the
I should not have let you go first.
There we go.
Well, I was gonna say, because literally we just have like a few minutes here, so just real quick, dub or sub?
It depends.
Okay.
Sub. It depends.
Depends, mostly sub?
Depends, mostly sub, yeah.
So, okay. No, he said so. He said so. All right, guys, we have to wrap up here. We are going to go to that big dome room to sign a few things there. We also have autographs tomorrow, so you can catch us there. And we're just going to be there till about 7. So if you didn't get a chance to ask something, go ahead.
I'm going to run upstairs real quick and get DVDs so you guys can buy them if you want.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Midwest. We are that guy with the glasses. Woo!
You can ask him there. You can ask me a question.